Hello, comrades, and welcome back to Ushanka Show. Здравствуйте, товарищи. For those who don't know me, my name is Sergey, and I was born in the USSR. And in fact, I lived in Kiev, Ukraine in 1986. I was 15-year old, so I experienced Chernobyl show, we would say, live. And that's why the Chernobyl HBO miniseries really touched my heart. And today I would like to share another observation about that movie, the things that really impressed me. So today we're going to talk about glasses. Many viewers maybe noticed the ugly glasses that characters wore in that show, and that moment actually was really dear to me because I suffered through the same problem, having had to wear ugly Soviet glasses. And another detail which really impressive about this show is that they managed to find actors and they made those actors look very close to the original characters, I would say. So, for example, Valery Legasov and his actor Jared Harris were portrayed really well. They looked very the same and they wear very similar glasses. And as I said, today we're going to talk about those glasses. Another person in the show, Nikolai Fomin, the chief engineer at Chernobyl, played by Adrian Rollins. Same situation, ugly glasses. Alexander Akimov, night shift supervisor at Chernobyl power plant at night when the catastrophe happened, played by Sam Thornton. And once again, if you look at the original picture of Alexander, he also had those horrible looking big glasses. And even the main character from KGB, Soviet James Bond, there was no style in his glasses. They were looked, I think, the worst out of all of them. And he is the head of KGB, so you'd think he would have access to the nice frames. But no, he also wore those BC glasses. Now, for those who never served the military, they're probably not familiar with the term BC glasses. I happen to work with a lot of ex-Navy folks, and those guys taught me a lot of silly things about military service in the United States. And one of the terms they were using is BC glasses. So when you join Navy or you join Army and you have a poor eyesight, they will issue their standard cheap government issued glasses, which happen to be just like Soviet ugly plastic glasses. And because they're so ugly and they make you so unattractive, they got nicknamed BC glasses, which BC stands for birth control, because there's no way in the world you're gonna get laid. You can get laid wearing glasses like this. There's no girl who's gonna pay attention to you. So this is what interesting moment that it really impressed me, that they did use those BC glasses made in USSR in this Chernobyl show. Now you can tell, hey Sergey, maybe there was a style at those years in 80s. There was just a hot item is to wear big giant plastic glasses. And I'll tell you, no, that's not the case. We actually had some frames which were not too bad, you know, like a metal frame, chrome or dark metal. But the problem with Soviet optical industry, they didn't manufacture light plastic lenses at that time. So if you had a poor eyesight like I happen to have, have a pretty bad eyesight, like -7. I'm short-sighted. So if you have a poor eyesight, you have to get really thick, heavy glass lenses, and those just don't work at that time. They didn't work if you have a specific type of face, you know, how far your eyes are apart and how bad is your eyesight. Sometimes the only option you had is, because you have such a heavy, thick glasses, the only frames would work will be big, heavy, those ugly plastic frames, BC frames. So that's why this moment in the show made me so sad, because in 1986, when I was 15, and you know, it's when you start really looking at girls, and we had this one girl in our class, she was so beautiful, and I was so in love with her, but guess what? She never paid any attention to me because I had those BC glasses. And I tried so many times to find better frames, but anytime I picked the ones that said, nope, those not gonna work for you. Your eye distance is like 52 millimeters or something, and you're -6. this is the frames they're gonna work. And there were those horrible, ugly plastic frames. And okay, I'm gonna show you, this is me in 1986, the year that Chernobyl exploded, and this is what I looked, how my glasses, as you see, they look exactly the same as the shown in Chernobyl show. Now, several years later, in 1988, I think, this is the picture, I found a little bit better frame, but not much better, but at least it was metal frame. So here I look, I think, well, a little bit more mature. I'm in my early 20s and glasses look a tiny bit better, but this is another moment that I was really impressed in Chernobyl show, because it clicked so much seeing those poor guys in those ugly BC glasses and remembering myself wearing the same ugly frames. And just a reminder, you know, you could say, well, if you came to this glass shop and you wanted to purchase glasses and they didn't have a good selection of frames, you could go to a different shop and check out their selection. You know, so if you didn't, like here in America, if you went to RX Optical and you didn't see anything good, you can go to Walmart, they sell glasses, or you can go to some fancy eye doctor who has a nice selection of, you know, some fancy frames. In Soviet Union, shops that sold frames and, you know, you can order glasses were called Optika, and they had exactly the same frames in every Optika of the Soviet Union. We had a couple of factories making frames, and most of those frames were BC frames, and so every Optika store in the Soviet Union had exactly the same selection. So you can spend all day traveling all over Kiev and you're gonna see exactly the same glasses available in every Optika store. So the only way you could get something decent, you know, looking sharp frames, if you have, if you know somebody who traveled overseas, and they could get you glasses over there. So I was kind of surprised that the main KGB character never bothered was getting some nice frame from England or United States, but with his age, he probably didn't care at that time about looking sexy, so even he had ugly frame. So there's another small detail that really impressed me in this Chernobyl miniseries, is the glasses that were exactly look-alike to the original glasses and how I related to that. I hope you liked my video. Please don't forget to put the likes and share with your friends. We'll talk to you later. До свидания. Goodbye.
And if you love my channel and would like to show your support, please click on the link below this video and become the patron of the Ushanka Show. For as little as $1, you can help us grow and create the new interesting videos about the life and